today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners with 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 17.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Complete to Sterling.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is White. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 134 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The Giant ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones taking it in. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 11 carries, 66 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
At the 46-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's good.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dak Prescott.
I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Cowboys nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the
out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, New York.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They're going to try and throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now he's forced out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Elliott breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 51, Mike. 51.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Draw play, Elliott. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jones on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, New York.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Golden Tate, a strong performance there. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Throwing Jones. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Jones. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
Jones.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 3.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51. Hey, keep it up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Extra point.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, it's complete.
complete to number 84.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll go to Barkley again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Complete to Jared
Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Jones throwing on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun with White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll throw again. Prescott going underneath, complete to Jarwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Boys, first down. First and 10 at the 26.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We'll give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Jones. Barkley a first down and more. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now third and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Jones now throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile,